People often ask me why I've had such a strange life, and I gave it a lot of thought. And this is my three tips if you want to live a weird ass life. Number one, you're going to want to be abused as a kid. This is going to help immensely. This is going to develop two things for you. Number one, you're likely going to develop some kind of PTSD, and hopefully, with that, you get hypervigilance, which, it's a hyper awareness because you're constantly attempting to sort out where there might be danger. But that also leads to you being very observant, and the world is a very weird place if you pay attention. So hopefully you get some PTSD out of this, gives you some hypervigilance. Also, it's going to give you a dark sense of humor, hopefully, as a survival mechanism. Could go either way, though. You could be very serious and sad. You don't want that if you want to have a weird life. That's just going to be a very isolating and lonely life. If it gives you the sense of humor, you're going to make jokes about dark stuff, and it's going to help you get by. And it might even lead to doing weird shit like this. Number two, you're really going to want to be poor. It's really important. Being poor pretty much guarantees you're going to live a weird life. I live here in a trailer park, and the other night at 9 o'clock at night, my neighbor, a 7-year-old, just a 7-year-old girl walking down the street carrying a baby. Middle of the night. That's poor people shit. When you live amongst the poor, weird stuff is going to happen because there's a lot of untreated mental illness and substance abuse issues, things like that. We work terrible jobs, us poors. We're good people, but interesting people because, again, undiagnosed medical stuff going on, a lot of wildness. I actually, sometimes to treat an infection, I'll go down to the fish store and just buy fish pellets. It's the same kind of antibiotics, but that's a little poor person life hack that you only learn stuff like that when you're poor. So you're going to want to be poor if you want to live a weird life. Number three, this is crucial. Substance abuse problems. You're going to want to drink too much. You're going to want to do recreational drugs. Things like that will make your life weird immediately. Like, for example, one time I went down to Mexico by myself in the middle of the night for some reason, and I got drunk, and I woke up in a Mexican jail the next day. I mean, weird stuff like that is not going to happen unless you really develop a substance abuse problem. So if you want to have a weird life, that's what you got to do. Believe in yourself, and you can achieve anything.